What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 108 Years and 108 Seconds, the Macedonian story. So last week we talked to Mr. Porter about missions, and we mentioned something that we want to elaborate on. You remember what we said?
Yes, we're going to talk about the baby contest.
Ding, ding, ding. So we decided to sit down with a few of the stable members of the church, i.e. Pastor Sims, Mrs. Sims, Deaconess Minnie Isaac, and Miss Porter.
Yes.
You guys know any of those names?
They're about to find out who they are.
Right, exactly. You know them, or at least they know you, and they were just a treat to sit with.
Yes.
So we're gonna go a little bit further into that. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. For those of you who don't know, we have two special guests today. What is your name, madam?
Minnie Isaac.
Also known as...
Ma.
Yeah. We talked about that on Sunday, so.
Yes, you did.
And what is your name, ma'am?
Kay Porter.
Oh, we forgot to ask, how long have you guys gone to this church?
How long have we known each other?
Can you count from 1956?
Not very well.
So about 70 years then.
Yeah.
Well, it could be that or more.
Yeah. Wow.
I came here when I married Mr. Porter.
That's the only one you married, ain't it? It was to raise money, and the person who started this was Miss Catherine Porter, and that was the mother of Brother Charles Porter Sr. She started this, and she just gathered up ladies who had young babies, and they were to, now I'm going to tell what I remember, and then she can finish it up. And they were to raise the money, and they gave out envelopes to people, or either they would have some type of program to raise money, you know. And she had a certain time that it was started and a certain time it stopped. And when it stopped, the one who raised the most money, tell me when I'm telling the story.
You tell the story. I don't remember that in a different
You don't?
you would.
Oh, okay. The one that raised the most money. I think that they got a little prize or thank you.
They got
Some kind of little gift that they would give them. And if I don't know how much, I'm sure some of them raised much more than what I would say. Even if they raised $300, that was a lot of money at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
That was good money.
Yeah.
And if they got up to $500, they was going to town. So they got it. So. It was a beautiful thing. The participant would have envelope that they pass out to the community where they live or other people, and they had a certain time to bring them back in.
Wow.
I
Really?
don't remember. How long did you have to bring them back?
I can't remember. We would. That's why I have Miss Isaac with me.
Well, it wasn't a long time.
No.
Pastor Allen wouldn't have had that long. So
Yeah.
I'd say maybe a month,
Mm-hmm.
and then the first of the next month they'll have the program to have the winner.
Yeah, we'd have a program to kick this off.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like our Gleaners drives now, essentially.
Yeah, the Gleaners,
Yeah.
Romeo and Mr. Porter, they thought of that, to raise money.
Really?
Yeah, Romeo and Mr. Porter.
Well, you know Romeo?
No, I was gonna say, who's Romeo?
Romeo Cook.
She was a member that here.
And she was a real, kind of like Miss Isaac, She'd get things. And they would pass out donuts to the kids, and the Sunday school kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they were the ones that started the Gleaners.
That's right.
And now, was that under Pastor Brooks or was it before Pastor Brooks?
No, it was under Pastor Brooks.
Wow.
He started
The church needed money, and I can't remember just what it was.
It wasn't in it. It didn't have to be anything specific. It's just that the membership was small, so they would do fundraising. So, and when she mentioned Miss Porter, this is Miss Porter here.
Catherine Porter.
That's Catherine Porter right there. And they look like Eloise.
That's Eloise.
Oh, Eloise is
Miss Allen,
yeah.
Reverend Allen Jr.'s wife.
Oh,
was such a nice lady.
wow. She was like
Elder.
We had it at least every 2 years.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So every 2 years you
And
would have a
between
baby.
there, they would have maybe some singers coming in. And
So like a musical?
yes.
Really? Oh, this was a big deal.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. So you had a program for
We
like to
didn't just
announce?
get big. Now we've been big.
Yeah, I know that's right. And actually, we covered that last year. That's one of the reasons why Macedonia had to constantly move, because we've been so blessed to have a large congregation.
Right.
But so you guys, so you had a whole program, and was that to announce the winner of the baby contest?
Yes.
Really? So who were here? Some of them are still members.
That's Miss. This that lady right there.
That's my
is
daughter.
This is your daughter? Oh wow!
And this is a picture I wanted to tell you about the baby contest.
Uh-huh.
That's why I laughed when you asked me about it.
Yeah.
If you look at this, look at the contestants.
Uh-huh.
All of the babies, tiny. Now, Charles Porter Jr. was in the same age category. He's down there almost on the floor. His legs are so long. This baby contest. And every time when you look at it, you see how the babies are so small. And he's the same age category and maybe even younger than some
He
of
was
them.
just a big baby.
He was just a.
Let me see. I didn't even realize that. Mother.
Kid. And so I go, and that was her grandson. Yeah, this Miss Porter's grandson. I said, she entered him in here and looked like he should have been over the contest, and he won.
And you know what? When you look at this photo, you would see his legs just hanging down. All the other babies, they're like little infants. He look like a 3-year-old.
That's right.
And he won.
And he won. They would do bake sales.
Bake sales?
Bake sales. And Catherine Porter and Lola Park conducted the bake sale. And we didn't have to bother about. We really during that time, that was in the 50s, 60s. Money was not really. Almost I would say money wasn't as valuable or something. We just weren't on that scale of paying, money. So like Minnie said earlier, $300 was a lot of money. Now you would have to have 3,000 maybe.
Yeah.
So it was just that. That's why in a lot of the churches they did cut out the smaller churches that fundraising, because that could go on and on.
Yeah.
Let me see, another thing I wanted to mention while we were talking about it. At that time we didn't have the food giveaway.
Pantry.
The pantry.
Yeah.
But we had a ministry and it was Outreach Luncheon Macedonia. And he was the pastor over that.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just things how we've progressed. What I'm thinking about.
Yeah. So was that for members or was it for the community?
It was for the community.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So did the community just come to the church to get it, or did you drop it off, or how did?
It was the church gave it every. I think it was Wednesday. Every Wednesday.
The community.
Everybody in the vicinity knew about it, so they would come and we would have prayer, preaching, and everything.
Really? So it was almost like a service.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. The trend that I heard from that is we still have pantries on Wednesdays.
Yeah, they kept that part of it.
Yeah.
The only thing is that they expanded it.
Yeah.
And that was good, and I had forgotten about that until I saw his outreach luncheon shirt he had, a t-shirt he still has.
Oh, wow. Wow. Can we get a picture of that shirt? Can we get a picture of that shirt?
That outreach luncheon shirt, the one you had on the other day? And you put it on as a t-shirt.
Yeah, you can get it when I put it.
Well, also was say that whenever you hear Pastor Allen say "ma," he's in his sermon sometime. He'll say "ma," that's me. And that was from my daughter. That's when she started that at the church. She used to call me "ma dear." But the kids got on her about that deer, so she cut the deer off and said "ma." And then all of the kids and everybody, I was "ma." You didn't know my first name.
Wow.
I just answered to "ma."
And honestly, I knew you as Mother.
Yeah.
Mother Isaac.
Someone would ask me, "Is that your child?" I said, "No, that's just." I've known them for a long time, so that's what they call it.
Well, years ago, the kids were taught to say "Madea." I really thought they say "Madea," but they were saying "Madea" or somebody.
Wow. I love it. Well, that's all we have here. We will let y'all go because we've been here all day.
I mean, we've got a few more pictures if you guys want to look at them.
No, we don't.
She said no.
No, yeah.
This was a long first.
It was.
Change. You say, how has it changed from the time over the years? You know what? I can still see some of the old foundation still being carried on through the church. The change that I guess you would notice more was the membership, increase in the membership. Yeah, because as Sister Isaac said earlier, we only had like the little family right there. Another thing is that the church itself, the structure of the church has changed. The old Macedonia was like, as you say, you have the history of what it was like during that time and what it is now. It's a big, and the very exciting thing is they have such an influx of young people in the church. We didn't have that at one time. It was an older, worn-out people with old ideals, and even if you would present something and it seemed like it was just out of date, wasn't time for it, I began to accept the fact that I would say in Carol's time that it would come to pass. I've seen a lot of things that could have happened years ago, but we just were not ready for it. So now everybody could see that the changes were good, but it had to come in God's time.
Right.
What a joy this was to sit down and have a conversation with them about our history.
See ya.